Well, here we go. As of 9 a.m. today, BMX has officially made its way to Riders Republic. Season 4 freestyling is out now, and we have all of the juicy details on what's new to the Ridge coming up next. Let's go! Welcome back to the Riders Report.
Before we get started today, we want to recognize our existing YouTube members. A special thank you goes out to executive producers Bone Crusher 2D, Coach 34, and my mom, and our fans and Fans Plus.
If you'd like to become a member for as low as 99 cents a month and help support our channel, you can hit join below to learn more about perks like early access to the Riders Report, emojis and badges, a members only video per month, sneak peeks, and more.
Ubisoft Forward 2022 happened last Saturday, and if you followed us on Instagram, we were there in Montreal to watch the event. So thanks again for Ubisoft for flying us out there, hosting us in your city for the weekend, and letting us enjoy the event. We have our reaction video to the Season 4 Riders Republic trailer up on our channel right now if you want to see us and what we talk about when we're watching the BMX trailer for the first time. And we'll have more videos to come from our trip soon. We have one of us skating all around downtown Montreal, checking out the Olympic sites, the island, downtown, and much more. We also have a year 2 fan survey that you can fill out right now. We'll leave that up for the next 2 weeks. We want to see what you would add to a year 2 season pass in Riders Republic. What sports, what multiplayer modes, if you would have a new map, new challenges, anything you want. You can fill out that survey with the link down below. And finally, we are hosting TFG Director Mode. We are looking for the best video edits to come out of Riders Republic. You can use any sport, any spot, any song, and those will be due this Sunday, September 18th. If you need more information or the submission form, you can head to nickandmitch.com/director mode.
Well, the wait is finally over, Mitch. BMX has made its way to Riders Republic. It premiered today, same time as this video. So if you're watching this before you've played, make sure that you're downloading in the background so that update is ready to roll as soon as our video ends. The year 1 pass has officially come to a close with the arrival of BMX, and the 4th season of year 1 is now called freestyling. I love this. We got some funkies that were teased in the trailer. Again, Mitch just said it, but if you want to watch our first watch through of that trailer, you can go find that video on the channel right now. But what we're going to do today, just like any other season premiere, we are going to run through everything that we know about the season. We're going to give everybody a week to play it, ourselves included, and we will come back next week with our thoughts and opinions. So without further ado, BMX is here.
Yes, I know everyone's excited about this too. The trailer was very, it hyped everyone up that I saw. They just showed off the new area, the new bikes, new everything, and I can't wait to play it. Just looks like so much fun. So the BMX will be this final part. If you have the season pass, you will get the BMX, but if you don't have the season pass, you can try it out. You can ride along with Suki in a BMX demo, so you can actually feel what the BMX bike feels like first. And then if you want to buy it, you can purchase the season pass.
Yes, and once you do have BMX in your inventory, that's not an if, that is a when you get BMX. When you pay the money, if you haven't already, to get BMX, it's going to be worth it, I promise you. You're going to have some new skills that come along with it, such as transferring from ramp to ramp. You're now able to connect your combos from different feature to different feature. You're going to be able to, or you're going to notice there's going to be some different scoring when it comes to wheelies and combos. And finally, BMX will be, are you ready for this? BMX is going to be able to grind rails. Come on. Unreal. This is amazing already. And we're just on bullet point 1.
Yeah, and from watching people mess around with the bikes already in the game and trying to grind or ride on top of very thin objects, I think this is going to be epic. It's going to be a no-brainer. BMX is all about grinding with those pegs, so people are going to be pulling off some crazy stuff in the new park. I'm interested to see what the grinds work on, like, is the BMX grind going to work on the skiing grinds as well? Is it going to work on more? Is it going to work on less? Like, hopefully it works on everything, and then you can just take the BMX to Bear Park and Mammoth Mountain and, you know, ride the bike down for no reason, and just looks like fun.
Next time we're going to need, or in an update, we're going to need snow tires on the BMX bike. Yeah. I have a feeling that that's a no-brainer slam dunk update. You know, we'll get there. But you did mention the new location. We are getting a new area of the map, somewhere brand new to Shred. Mitch, we're heading to the desert, to Area 52. This was featured in the trailer a lot, and you can see our reaction, especially your reaction, when they showed Area 52. I believe you said, now this is what they need every season. They need to bring some new element, some new area into the game every single season, just like this one. I mean, just from the trailer, this area looks amazing. Everyone's going to be there week 1 for sure.
Here we go. I'm going to say it again. We do this a lot. Fortnite does it with the rotating map and changing small locations at a time. It works perfectly with a game like this, especially in the desert where Area 52 is, and there's not too much to do in certain areas. They can build a massive park like this with hangars and bike parks and van skate park, satellite dishes, and just make it an area where everyone will be for the next 3 or 4 months for the season. And I think that's something that'll bring people back a lot more than just the small things like a showdown mode, or I'm trying to think of what we got in some of the other seasons that was worth coming back to. But something like this where you get a pretty different sport than everything else. We already had bikes, but you're getting BMX and you're getting an awesome map to explore. They did a great job when the game launched of making a lot of cool areas to ride, and I think they really got to just hammer down on that with every update and add a new spot that people need to explore. Yeah,
I agree 100%. And I don't think, I mean, obviously your big parks, your Bear Park and all that, those aren't going to go anywhere. But these little features, I don't think anyone would be upset if you cycled some of those out. You cycled some old routes out for new ones, you know, depending on how big they are and how influential they are in the progress of the game. But just a quick overview if you haven't seen it already. It's featured in the trailer, but Area 52 obviously is an old military base that has been taken over by riders and little green men. They filled it with ramps, bowls, rails, various stuff to grind, wall ride, just everything. It is a paradise for BMX and all of the other sports to come. And the Ridge will now have an alien there to abduct you into the new area, which is going to be fun. I hope that is a continual cut screen. I hope that's not just a one and done. I really hope you can go over to Marty the Martian, whatever his name is, and say, hey, take me there, and he'll just transport you over.
That's a cool idea too. If you have that for every different region of the game, you could have a couple little boosts like teleporters that just take you to those locations, or maybe outside on that street, like little shuttle buses that you get on, like a bus heading to Mammoth Park with the little white sign on the outside. Just cool way to teleport around. But I'm excited to see the alien themes and what they bring. There's a lot of flavor there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, and they tested this during the green game whenever we were planting trees and saw little Juju and all that, that you walked over to that plant pod area in the Ridge, and then it just, boom, popped you right to where you needed to be. That kind of fast travel is more immersive, and it's quicker than the map, let's be honest. You were talking about new flavors, though. We have some new flavors in the form of sponsors, which means new gear, new merch, just new everything. We are welcoming with this season Vans, Cult, Sub Rosa, Odyssey, We the People, and Fly Bikes to the Mountain. Holy crap. I mean, you take any two of those 6 sponsors, and it's already lights out. They are really stacking it heavy for this BMX update.
These are the big hitters, and we're finally, hopefully, getting some new shoes since we have Vans as a sponsor.
Yes.
That's one of the classics, though, that you 100%. See in all of these action sports. So I'm really glad to see Vans there. And We the People, I'm not as familiar, but I know it's a nicer brand or a fancier brand. It's just, cool to see that they're adding more. And that's a lot of sponsors, too. What, 6?
It's a ton.
Yeah, adding 6 sponsors. And I know that goes along with the BMX career and just having more things to interact with. But still, I mean, they really added a lot.
Yeah. Right. And yeah, like you just said, most of these will require the year pass or the BMX edition to unlock so that you can do these career modes and these contracts. But yeah, you're going to see a lot. I mean, we saw it in the trailer as well. There were a ton of Vans features all throughout. We actually, the day of Ubisoft Forward, we visited our first Vans location in real life at the Olympic Park in Montreal. Again, it's a part of the video. You can go check that out. But just cool that on the day of the announcement where we knew that we were going to get Vans, or, that Vans was coming to Riders Republic, we were also at a Vans skate park. So that was just a little cool immersion thing for our side there. But yeah, of course, with all of these sponsors will come some new outfits as well. We have no word on the store just yet, but there have been rumors and whispers that we might get a new I don't know. We will be getting new outfits in this season, and they're taking a more serious approach. They're taking a second. They heard everybody saying, we don't want all of these goofy outfits. We want to be a little more realistic. They're still going to keep some goofy in there, but these are going to be more skate vibes, more of the aesthetic of what these actual riders would be wearing IRL.
Yeah, it's stuff that we would actually wear on the street to ride our bikes and ride skateboards, not stuff that we would wear to a Halloween party. But
you mean you don't wear shiny pants whenever you're out on the street with your friends?
I mean, I did have those zebra purple pants at one point in time, and like the green leopard shirt. But yeah, exactly. Sometimes you got to have fun, and sometimes you got to dress serious. So I mean, that's gonna address a lot of people's hopes, though. They really wanted to have some more serious outfits, and I think bringing in sponsors like Vans and We the People really helps out with that.
Oh, for sure. We also have a new radio station, which is going to be, I forget the name of it, and I can't zoom in here to see it.
I think it's Area 52 Radio.
Area 52 Radio. Now, it isn't Nick and Mitch Radio, no, which is okay for now, I guess. But yeah, Area 52 Radio. And Mitch, you had some hands-on like the day before it released yesterday, and you were saying that the radio station was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw some Sum 41, which I'm always a fan of, and it really just fits with that season of BMX bikers, and I'm happy to hear some new music. I do love that they're adding new music constantly too, yes, and especially with that favorites radio that they added an update a little bit ago, where you can favorite individual songs and add them to your own playlist. You mean never going to complain about new tracks? Yeah,
it's genius. Devs, please contact Turnstile and try and get some of their songs in there. Holiday, Blackout, TLC, like just to name 3 incredible bangers that are perfect for your video game. Give those Baltimore boys a call and get them in the game. Lastly, we did get notice from the developers on our side that year 2 will not just be a throwaway. They are still going to be hitting this game as hard as they did in the first year. This game is far from over. So we have the form, a little silly form to try and figure out what you guys are looking forward to and your predictions for what year 2 is going to look like. But we do know now that this game's not being thrown away. It is not finished. They will be hitting this, like I said, as hard as they did in the first year. So that's very reassuring that BMX won't just be the end-all, be-all for the game. There's still plenty more to come after this.
I'm excited to see what direction they take. If they're calling it year 2, and I know they want to support the game for multiple years, that's Ubisoft's MO now, where they want to extend the lifetime 3, 4, 5, 6 years for games like this, not Assassin's Creed that's story-based, and you got one coming out every year or 2, but this one where it's kind of focused around an idea like shredding and action sports, they're going to be supporting it for a while. And I really hope that they just blow it out of the water with year 2.
Yeah. Oh, me too. We obviously always want to hear your thoughts on the releases and everything around Riders Republic. So please let us know down in the comments what you think about BMX. If you've been able to give it a spin today and you have your own 2 cents or things that you're looking forward to, or what the trailer inspired you to do, whatever. Give us your thoughts down in the comments below. Like we said earlier, we will be back next week with our thoughts and opinions of this update. We need a week to play the game just like you do. So please put some hours into Riders Republic this week and come ready next week to discuss our pros and cons. We would love to do that right alongside with you. Let's head on over to the Riders Roundup. We have some content to wrap up Season 3.
kicking off this week with something a little different than we typically see on the Riders Report. We have a creation coming from an art class. This post was on Reddit from Wolf Otashiwa, and he made a painting, it looks like a watercolor, of hands spelling out the word rider in ASL, American Sign Language. And I saw comments on this post below that says this would be an awesome snowboard design. And I totally agree with that. It's got the 5 different hand symbols to spell out rider, and then all of the different sports in the background, a sunrise. And I just think, that kind of idea is really cool, especially for a snowboard. Even I thought maybe spelling out the word steez or shred would also be super cool. It could be like a whole line of snowboards.
Well, you know what? Just let's bump this up one more notch from just snowboard designs. They could put sculptures in the game of hands that are grindable. They're features that you can ride on, do whatever else. But like 5, 6, 7 foot tall hands, some kind of outline of the ASL hands, spelling different things out through the park. I've seen a couple of cities in Maryland who have done that. Like Frederick, Maryland has a sign that says Frederick spelled out in the ASL, spellings. So yeah, definitely something that is out there in the modern world. This is a wonderful take on, some fan art. So thank you, Wolf Otashiwa, for sharing this with everybody. And like Mitch said, the comments just went nuts. Can't wait to see what else. This really needs to progress. This needs to be a playlist of different, in real life art projects surrounding Riders Republic.
Yes. And secondly, we got a video coming from Kuno Going Dark. He didn't have to wait for the BMX update to grind a bike. He posted a tutorial on how to grind rails using the mountain bike. So he's able to grind different parts in this game with the middle part of his bike. I don't know what to call that, but between the front wheel and the back wheel. And he shows you exactly how to do it too, so that you can pull off some crazy grinds on the mountain bike.
He's also doing it on the jumbo bike, or I'm watching and he's trying to do it on the jumbo bike. Yeah, this is a very intuitive 2.5 minute video. So if you would love to go and learn how to do this on every single bike, grind every kind of bike in the game, please go check this video out. It's short, it's sweet, and it's going to give you all of the information you need to absolutely dominate the slopes. Finishing out this week will be Hollow Endeavor with their last clips of season 3, wrapping up the final season right before we jump into BMX. Another awesome, incredible compilation.
And he does say, yes, the next edit will be BMX. That'll be edit number 50. So what perfect timing to have a BMX edit come into the game. And of course, he is representing Toon Squad very well in this video.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Riders Report. This is episode 43 of our 100 guaranteed episodes. So we are slowly getting to the halfway point here. Our episode 50 will be in a couple of months. Thank you so much to our YouTube members, executive producer Bone Crusher 2D, Coach 34, and Mama Bell, along with our co-producers and Fans Plus.
If you would like to join and become a member, you can support the channel by hitting join down below, paying a small monthly fee, and then you'll get early access to the show, emojis and badges, members only video per month, sneak peeks, and much more. You can also just subscribe to our channel to catch all of the Riders Republic content. We'll have some cool videos coming from Montreal soon, and the next TFG competition, TFG Director Mode, in the coming months.
Okay, last thing before we go. So yes, we were just up in Montreal, and their staple food up there is poutine, which if you don't know, it's French fries, gravy, cheese, and then whatever else you want to put on that. But it is French fries, gravy, and a whole lot of cheese. Mitch, we had poutine 3 times when we were up there. We were there for 2.5 days, and we had poutine 3 times. So I just want to leave it with it. Have you recovered? Have your insides recovered from that much cheese, gravy, and potato?
I do cook it at home, so I think I have built up a bit of a tolerance.
Oh my God.
We're not quite there yet.
Iron stomach Mitch over here. Yeah, I'm slowly on the other side of it. Lots and lots of coffee this morning. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Riders Report. We will see yous back here, same place, same time next week with our thoughts and opinions on Season 4 Freestyling. I'm Nick.
And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see yous on the slopes.